Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode of Conan Exiles. So whilst things are happening in that the thralls are being tamed and the animals are being matured, I thought I might as well take some time and do a bit of a base expansion and do that thing at the top of the cliff that I was saying about in the previous episodes. So that's the plan for today. I do hope that you folks enjoy this episode. If you do, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. Before I get to the building process, I know that there is a Thrall Camp not far from my base, and so I'm gonna pay it a little visit and see if we can get anything good to tame, if there's anything that I can use for my own base. Obviously, I do want to populate my base with creatures and thralls, all doing different sorts of things. So this one's a fighter. Don't want you. Have they noticed me? Okay, well they have now. Oh, this is an archer. So we'll get the archer. This is a smelter. We have a smelter. We don't want you. And I suppose we'll take the easy one because, hey, last time I tried it with a level 3 archer, did not work out too well. I've also figured out a good strategy for avoiding hits from these guys, like that. Just sidestep and that seems to work just fine. Oh, that kind of failed.
The gods are watching.
Yeah. And so now my truncheon broke, which is why I'm probably going to need to use multiple truncheons. I don't have materials to repair it, so I might as well gather some stuff from here. What the heck? Oh, dude, you are fast. Yeah, just you wait until my truncheon repairs. Whoa. Come on. There you go. One over the face. Okay, I couldn't really dodge that one because you were behind the cliff. So the plan is, basically from what I can see, is if you sidestep, they then... What is that? I'm going to pick some fiber as well, but... Oh wow, you scared the heck out of me, you stupid thing. Go away. Oh boy. It lost health for no apparent reason. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so from what I noticed, if you sidestep, then they will do some sort of a jab at you, and then you can sneak up, well, walk up behind them and hit them over the back of the head with the truncheon. So that seems to work just fine. Obviously that only works if there is one thrall that you're trying to fight, and preferably not an archer. It doesn't really work that well with archers, as you just saw there, especially when the truncheon breaks. So I picked up some fiber because obviously, as you can see, my rope does not have a lot of health back on it, so it's gonna break at some point. And if it does, I do want to be able to repair it. We'll take some of this stuff and some of these. Might as well pick the leaves off the vegetation on the way back to base, because as you can see from this point on, it is pretty arid. Oh hey, this guy seems to have wandered a bit from his base. He might have just been admiring my build. So at some point I am going to enclose the animal cage or animal pen, and in between the two pillars of cliffs, whatever those things are, I'll put a gate, maybe two. I'll also put a gate where that bridge was there. And so this might be kind of like a courtyard sort of deal. I don't know. Oh, see, yeah, I knew that would break. So we'll wait for that to fix up. And I think that'll be kind of the size that I want. I don't know what other structures I can build in the game as of yet. So I still have to get to the maximum level. I also need to do a shrine as well. Where I'm going to place it, I quite frankly don't know. I do have plenty of space to do it, but I do want to keep some sort of a design for the base. Alright, we've gone through quite a bit of gruel here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, that thing's not producing. Sorry, taming. Alright, well, I'm gonna need to craft some gruel. I'll need quite a bit of it by the looks of it. The level 2... I just realized I don't have certain things on me. So certain parts of my armor have broken. I just saw that I'm barefooted, so let's go and repair that. And... oh, no, not here. There we go. And I might need to do a metal run soon. Now, I did at one point look on the map to find metal node areas. I've not actually got a good memory of what it looks like, so I'll need to look into that, but I am running rather low on it. Now, I do have a smelter, so maybe there should be more efficiency, I would say, in making it. Probably wrong, I don't know, but I'd like to think that. So I'll get things ready and I'll see you guys in a tad bit. Okay, I've got loads of materials with me. At the moment I'm just going to use the foundations and the staircases, or yeah, staircases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build around the cliff that my base is a part of, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top. Obviously both of these structures of cliffs are different in height. I mean, it should make it for an interesting design, if I'm honest. Of course, if it works the way I hope it does. So let's do this like that. Now that wouldn't work with it because it'll block me in. See, yeah, that blocks me in, doesn't it? Okay, that's a bit problematic. I need to pick this up. It's a good thing that I can pick it up. See, that blocks me in, just as I thought. That's not what I want. Okay. So how am I going to do this? Let's demolish this for now. So that's kind of the way I want to go. Dear, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna go, so I want to cover this up. Obviously that's a hole, and knowing my luck and stuff, I might end up falling into it, so I don't want to do that. Okay. Will it work this way? Do that, and then go this way. So that looks about right there. Didn't realize you could place it like that. Okay. That might be a thing. So we'll do that and this. We want a staircase going up to this foundation. There we go. Perfect. So we'll close this off again. Now, as I said before, I do like the fact that you can over-encumber your character, but you can still walk. So that is a massive, massive, major benefit. I can do that, and then we'll go that way. Do that, and then put some stuff up there. So that seems to be working the way I want it. Do a staircase here. And then we want a foundation there to give it some shape. And put some more foundations here. I don't know where that one placed, but hey, it placed somewhere. Okay, I'm not sure how this goes around here. Okay, okay. I can see that. Okay, so far the building mechanics with regards to building the staircase seem to be working quite nicely. Should be on this end when I place it, I'm guessing. I'll do this for the first part. Otherwise it's going to become complicated to get into that area. So put one there. There we go, perfect. I mean, we've already gained a decent amount of height, so I'm quite impressed with how the building mechanics work in this game. Love it. Staircase going that way. Cool. We can do it. So put a foundation there. Okay, there's a bit of a problem at the moment. It's getting a bit narrow here. So that to me is a recipe for disaster in the sense that I'll probably end up falling off because it's getting narrow. Put a staircase kind of like that. Is that okay? Yeah, perfect. Go back up here. Put foundation there. Foundation there. Another one there. Yeah, this is getting a bit silly now. It's getting a bit tight. I suppose that's what you would want on a PvP server. There's more of a chance for your opponents to make a mistake. But this isn't one of those cases, and yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. It is getting a bit dark and difficult to see what I'm doing, so I'm probably going to have to wait until morning. I'll try and put a couple more down, but I can barely see what's going on. Oh, I don't know what is going on. I'm not sure what I'm looking at the moment. So I'm gonna wait until morning. I'll do some more building, obviously, and then come back with my progress to show you guys what I've done. I think that's the plan for the moment. So I shall see you folks in a while. Okay, we are nearly at the top of the first cliff. Well, actually at the top, but as you can see, the second one is somewhat taller. So need to figure out how I'm going to get this to go to the top. I might end up having to do a combination of... No, see, that doesn't look right. Okay, so you can snap ceilings. Maybe that's a thing. Okay, okay, that's working the way I wanted it. Can do that then. It's really weird how these structures kind of snap. I'm not really getting the mechanics very well. I mean, with Arc, I kind of understand it, but with this, it's not as accurate, I feel. I mean, it's working. A lot of the stuff is working. It's when it doesn't work that I can't quite figure out the problem with it. But saying that, so far I haven't had an issue with it, so hopefully it stays that way and we get our building. Now I want stairs going this way, but as you can see, they're refusing to snap the way I want them. So maybe if I go up here, see, that's what I mean. It's these things. I would have thought the stairs could rotate and snap on to continue to that bit, basically to the foundation that I just placed down, but it's not doing it. It's these little things that I don't understand how they work. I can place it down there, but I can't. Okay, never mind. I'll just have to find a way around it. There we go, perfect. Can we... See, I can't place the foundation neither, so... how am I going to do this? It's kind of refusing to snap onto that, so basically I want to come with foundation this... Okay, maybe I'll do that then. I'll just go around just to see how things are working. Okay, things seem to be doing fine. That's quite interesting. I like this. Oh dear, no, 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 no. No, I don't want to fall down there. It's not going to be a good time if I do. This is looking okay. Okay, I'm happy with it. I don't really want to place it there. I can't place there. I can place here. So, oh, see, okay, okay. That's perfect. Not exactly as I was envisioning it, but it will do. It actually works out better than I expected. In terms of design, of course. So obviously, then I need to go down here because I put 2 stairs and that one just leads into a foundation. So let's remove these stairs over here and replace it with a new foundation. Hopefully it works. It does. Excellent. Okay, now I need to flatten this area out. How these foundations snap, I honestly haven't got a clue. It doesn't seem to have any collision, so that's one thing. Or very limited collision, which I like. It does... Whoop, careful, let's not fall down. It would not be pleasant, not from this height. Okay, we can do that then. But I can't place one there in between them. So it's these details that I don't get how they work. Maybe I'll just place a ceiling there. I do need to somehow expand it, so we'll need a bit more room up here, especially if we're going to have thralls and stations and stuff like that, like workstations. I might put some stuff here just to mix it up a bit and make it look like a bit of a proper build anyways. So we'll do that then. See, this is looking mighty nice. I'm happy. Now I need to go up to the next level. But from here we have a very good sight of our base and it looks pretty neat. I like it. I think it's going to look even neater once I've done the top bit, then placed the walls around. I'm going to have small doorways instead of proper gates coming in, because it's not really going to be a big castle, is it? Not a lot of space to make it that large. So it'll be something interesting. I like the way the building works so far. It's just kind of wish I knew the logic behind certain snapping points and how they worked. So we'll go up here, okay, like so, and I want a foundation like there. Oh no, oh, hold on a bit, I need it closer, like that. There we go. Perfect. It's looking nice already. So I think one more should be good enough. We'll do that, and then we'll put some stuff around here. And another one there. And then staircase. Oh, this is looking nice. I like it. I really do. I might actually end up spending a lot of time up here. Great view as well. So I'm gonna go around placing these foundations. They do seem to snap with very little contact to the main to the terrain, basically, which is mind-boggling from my perspective anyways. But it's working, so I'm not complaining. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I don't really understand it yet. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. But as you can see, it is working mighty fine. We'll put a ceiling there. And another one there, and another one there. There we go. I can further extend it. That's good. Alright, perfect. It's a bit of a square. I do wonder if there are any triangle-like ceilings and foundations that I could use. So I'm going to demolish the corners just to give it a bit of a more roundish shape, if that's the thing. I haven't even looked to see if I can build anything like that, but I remember seeing something at along those lines. I just don't know, to be fairly honest, if what I saw is what I think I saw, basically. So we'll put this. See, it doesn't snap there now. Now it does. Very weird. So this last layer of foundations should be high enough for it to be above the terrain level, which is a good thing. And I'm guessing these being foundations, they should act as supporting structures for what I'm going to build on top. Obviously they seem to have snapped to the ground, so to speak. And so that is quite promising. Okay, might as well demolish this. We don't want that hanging out there. I could do a bit of a plank sort of deal, make people walk the plank. Of course, people that don't play on the server, because hey, why not? It's not even a server, it's a local play, but hey ho. Can't complain. I'm also, just as a side note, and I know I said it in the previous video, but I actually like the game quite a bit now, and I specifically love the building aspect of it. It's a lot more versatile than what Ark has. Still a bit rough in areas, but I do like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the building aspect in Ark is good. And it's getting better, especially with the S Plus updates being added to the game. But this is somewhat different and most definitely enjoyable, I can say. So there's that I could craft and try and use. So I wonder if that'll work. If not, there's that triangle-like structure right there, which I don't know what it is and how it looks and how it works, but I can try that if it works or not. I'm guessing the foundations might not necessarily work, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, okay, I kind of figured that would be a problem. It seems like the foundations want to snap onto the ground, so yeah. Okay, well, I've finished it. It's taken many hours. I have lost a bit of health because I am still over encumbered, and by the time I got back down here I was very close to death. But that is what it looks like at the moment. So I'm just going to walk you up and show you guys what it looks like currently speaking. Obviously there will be things added in due time. I'm going to add those little torches, that light lanterns, whatever, on the ground to light up the path, especially when it gets dark. You don't want to be falling off this. I might add some what they call fences around the corners so you don't end up falling off again. I might do it now. So one there, one there. That should be good. So far it looks amazing. So I'm also using these fences as a form of a battlement. I do like the little stumps sticking out. It looks pretty neat. Oh, okay. See, I'm still thinking in Ark terms with regards to building, but yeah, I'm glad that it works the way it does. Definitely allows for a lot of freedom with regards to building. So this is the first section of the build. Not quite sure what I'm going to place here. I did place walls around, and I probably will turn that into either a ceiling or some sort of a battlement sort of deal. I'll place archers, maybe some fighters up there and stuff like that, or I might just fully close it and then make some sort of a roof. That's a possibility. That's actually more likely what I'm going to do. I think in first instance I will close it, and then later on I'll add a bit of a roof there. So from this point forth we go into the second part of the build, which is this thing right here. We've got some steps going up to the top of the walls. Now I'd like this to be a castle, or inspired off of a castle, if you will. So that means I'm going to end up putting this as an entire floor, maybe add on top of that to make it taller. And once again, things are not snapping. Now this is what I'm on about. I don't know how these work, so I'll end up having to look at it, because I don't see why it shouldn't. If I could have placed the walls, why can't I place the ceilings? Why is that a thing? See, it's allowing me to place in certain parts, but then where I think a ceiling should fit or should be placed down, it doesn't allow me to do that. Okay, right. I kind of thought that'd be a problem, so it's a good thing I tested it. As you can see, it's not snapping onto this one. Why that is a thing, I don't know. Weirdly enough, it's snapping onto the wall from here. But if I get closer, it's just refusing to do that. It's doing it on the outside, which I would have thought would be more challenging because there's no supporting structure. So I'll try and remove these and see if that does anything. No, it's not. Very, very weird, that. So I'm not quite sure. There we go. I'll do that then. Perfect. Again, how? How are these things meant to snap? Why is it doing it on the outside where I've put the ceilings to extend, but not on the inside where there's foundation? Maybe I need to connect them to the floor. Maybe that's a thing. I'll have to run some tests here, but at the moment I'll end up with a lot of holes with regards to this particular ceiling, because I don't know why it's doing it, but I'll run some tests. Okay, it doesn't want to snap onto that. It'll do this bit. Okay, that's fine, that's fair enough. And I thought that would be the case, okay. So I basically designed a ceiling with plenty of holes in it. Dear me. Okay, well. We also have a sandstorm coming in. We don't have any protection up here. Also, once I finished, we'll need to, of course, add a well of some type. Because if I'm encumbered and I need water by the time I get back down, it is going to probably most likely result in death. See, now that worked out that way, but why? See, it's not snapping onto that wall whatsoever. I mean, on the bright side, I'm not worried about the sandstorm because I do have protection should I need it. And by the looks of it, it is going to miss me just, of course, just by a little bit. That looks pretty amazing. I absolutely love the sandstorm. I think it looks better than in the Scorched Earth DLC, so I love the detail. At the moment it's missing me just by a bit, which is good. So it's going this way then. Fine, I can do that. You don't want it there. Okay. I think in my spare time, I am going to run some tests with the building in Conan Exiles to kind of see how these things work, because look, it's not snapping again. I don't know why. It seems to not snap towards the center of the build, but I would have said because maybe it's not connected to the walls, but then it seems to have a bit of a different range. It varies in the range. I'll have a look at it once things clear out, and at the end of this video I'm gonna do what I can now and then try and figure it out. So it works this way then, and it works that way. That's fine. Hold on a bit. What's going on? Oh, it snapped onto the wrong thing. Okay, that's why it was working. I'll play around with it, I guess, later on, but it is kind of dark and I'm not getting very much success. I'll have to explore and experiment with how this thing works. I'm gonna try and put as many as I can. So it's working this way then. It seems, I don't know. See, it's not even snapping to all the walls. That's the other thing. So it's almost inconsistent from where I'm standing. I don't understand why. I don't get what the whole catch is. So there's a big, massive gap in my ceiling. But that is it. This is what it looks like from the outside. It looks pretty neat. A bit squarish, but I did try using those triangle things, but they're really weird in shape. And I don't really have a lot of space to play around with. I mean, you could probably do that on the ground, but maybe not up there. Anyway, it looks pretty decent at the moment. I might play around with the weird foundations once I kind of get the idea of how this stupid building mechanic works in this game. I'll have to play around with that and experiment with it, and if there's a guide to be made out of it, I'll probably make it. I mean, I know I'm struggling with it, so I'm guessing a lot of people, other people might be struggling with it. I'm guessing there might be some guides as well, so I'll probably rewatch some of those on YouTube and see what people are doing and how they're finding ways around it. But this is what it looks like from this end, and I totally like it. It's a big, weird looking box sort of deal, but the fact that it's on top of that cliff and it's got a path up there is absolutely amazing. Look at that. It's beginning to look pretty decent. Okay, and let's go up here. That almost looks like a face in the rock, to be honest. I just noticed it. But look at that. Obviously, it's missing some details. We haven't done any work with regards to details, but it looks pretty darn cool. I like it. I like it a lot. That is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. And why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel, who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video description as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.